Students, good day. Today we are going to create your project 3 for this lesson, working with tables and database records. So for this project 3, we need your project 3 data files. So we need your Angel charity event, Fort Coffee, medical alert, soccer, and wingtip toys. So we're going to So let's proceed with your project 3-1 charity events contact list. You are working as an intern for Wood Group Bank. Part of your job is helping your supervisor organize a charity event. Use an access table to create a contact list that your supervisor will use to make calls to local businesses requesting sponsorship and donations for the event. So we are asked to create a database, and we need a charity event database for this project. So let's go and launch our access. Okay, instruction number 1, open the charity event database. So let's go to our backstage view, click open. And we need to locate our project 3 data files. And we need to open the charity event database and select the database and then click open. Okay, just close this dialog box and make sure to click enabled content. Next, save the database as charity event XXX, where the XX is your initial. So we go to file and then save database as. And of course we're going to save this as charity event and our initial. So I'm going to save this in the answer folder. And then just click save. Again, click enabled content. Next, instruction number 3, open the contacts table. So to open the contacts table, just double click the object in our navigation pane. Okay, next, instruction number 4, enter the record shown in the following table. So we are asked to enter these following records in our table. So let's start. Okay, so let's start with the ID 17. Then just press tab key to move to the next column, and then we're going to type tray research. Then again, press tab key to move to the next column, Tiano. Then tab key again to move to the next column, Mike. And tab key again to move to the next column. Okay, to move to the next record, just press enter key in your keyboard. Next, we're going to enter the next succeeding record, starting with ID number 18, Fort Coffee. Now we are through keying the data that we should enter in our table. Let's proceed with your instruction number 5. Click the View menu and choose Design View. So to do this, just click on the tab of Contacts and then select Design View. Next, instruction number 6, select the ID row on the Design tab. So we're going to click the ID row in our Design tab. And then on the Tools menu, click the Primary Key button. So Table Tools, Tools Group, and Primary button. Seven, save the design of the table and return to the datasheet view. So to do this, just simply right click on the tab and then click Save. And then we're going to return to the datasheet view. So right click and datasheet view. Next, on the Home tab, in the Find group, click Find button. So Home tab, Find group, Find button. The Find and Replace dialog box should appear in your screen, and we have to key in 0177 and a Find What box. So we're going to key in 0177 in our Find box. Next, instruction number 9. Select contents from the Look In menu and select any part of the field in the Match menu. So in our Look In, we're going to select Contents. And for the Match, we're going to select any part of the field. And next, click the Replace tab and key in 0175 into the Replaced with box. So we're going to click Replace box. Click the console to close the dialog box. Next, instruction number 16, select the Lucerne Publishing Record. So we have the Lucerne Publishing Record. On the Home tab in the Records group, click the Delete button and click Yes to delete the record. So we go to Home tab, Records group, Delete, and select Delete Record. Then just click Yes. Instruction number 14, on the Home tab and the Records group, click the Delete button and delete the record. Instruction 15, close the database. So to do this, just press your Close button in your title bar. We are through with your Project 3-1. Let's proceed with your Project 3-2, Angel Project Wish List. The 4 kindergarten classes at the School of Fine Arts have adopted one boy and one girl, Angel, from the community. Children from the classes may purchase holiday gift for their angels. As an office assistant at the school, you are working with the Angel Project staff to organize the information about each angel. So we are again asked to create a database using Angel's database. So let's get ready and open our Access. Okay, instruction number 1, open Angels from the database file for this lesson. So in our Backstage view, click Open, and then Project Data Files, we're going to select angels. And then click enabled content. Instruction number 2, save the database as angels xxx, where xxx is your initial. So let's go to file and then save database as. Then we're going to save this as angel and of course our initial. So let's put this in our answer folder and click save. And then click enabled content. Instruction number 3, open the list table. So to open the list table, double click the object in our navigation pane. Instruction number 4, select the gender field. So gender field. On the home tab, in the sort and filter group, click ascending button. So home tab, sort and filter group, ascending. Next, instruction number 5, select the age field on the home tab. In a sort and filter group, select descending button. So we're going to select age and we're going to go to home tab, sort and filters group, then click descending. Instruction number 6, on the home tab, in the sort and filter group, click remove sort. Okay. So home tab, sort and filter, remove sort. In a gender field, select M in the first record. So gender field, so we're going to select M and the first record. On the home tab in the sort filter group, click selection button and select equals to M. So home tab, sort and filter group, selection equals to M. So we see that the records only displays all gender are males. Instruction number 9, on the home tab in a sort and filter group, click toggle filter button. So home tab, sort and filter, toggle filter button. So we switch from one view to another. The first view is a mix of male and female, and the second view is only the males record are shown. Instruction number 10, select the once field on the home tab. So once field, and in our home tab, in a sort and filter group home tab, sort and filter group, click filter button. Select the text filters from the menu. So we're going to select text filters in our menu and select contains from the next menu. So contains. Next, key in bike in the customer filter dialog box and press enter. So we're going to key in the word bike in our dialog box and click OK. Now we are shown with one record with ones of bikes or skates. Instruction 11, open the home tab in a sort and filter group and click advanced filter option. So home tab, sort and filter group, advanced filter option. And then select clear all filters from the menu. So clear all filters from the menu. Then we are going to leave the access open for our next project. So we are through with our project 3-2. Let's proceed with your project 3-3. Angels project contact information. So get ready and launch our access again, and the Angel database should be open on our screen. So we're going to open again our Angels database. Instruction number 2, open the contact information table. So we have your contact information table. Double click to open. Enter the following records. So in instruction number 3, we are asked to enter the following records for our database. Starting with ID number 15, write Steven, Kevin. Okay, we are through with key in the two records that we asked to enter in our table. Let's proceed with your instruction number 4, switch to design view. So to go to our design view, just click on your table, tab, and then click design view. Next, remove the primary key from the home phone field and define ID field as the primary key. So we're going to select first our home phone field, and then we're going to disable the primary key button to remove the primary key. And we're going to make use of the ID record as our new primary key. Instruction number 5, save the design and return to the datasheet view. So right click again on the tab, click save, and right click on the tab, and of course select datasheet view. Next, select the ID field and sort it by ascending all order. So we're going to select our ID field, and we're going to go to Home tab, Sort and Filter Group, Ascending. Instruction number 7, on the Database Tools tab, in the Relationship Group, click Relationship button. So in our Database Tools, in our relationship group, click relationship button. Next, create a one-to-one relationship between the ID field of the list table and the ID field of the contact information table. So it's quite simple to do this. All we have to do is click and then click the next ID. So we are able to create a one-to-one relationship between the ID field of the contact information table and of course the ID field of the list table. Next, instruction number 9, save the relationship view and close the table. So click save and then close. Next, number 10, close the tables and of course the database. So we're going to close all these tables. So right click on the tab, then click close and just click yes. Same with the list, click close and just click yes. And of course we're going to close the database. We are through with our project 3-3, and let's proceed with your project 3-4. Wingtip toy inventory tables. So your Wingtip Toys, a small manufacturer of wooden toys, has kept most of its records on a paper for the last 20 years. The business has recently expanded and have hired to help the company transfer its entire inventory and other administrative data into Access 2010. Edit the table to include all the latest handwritten data you have found. So we are asked again to create a database using our Wingtip toys in our data files. So let's ready and launch our Access. So instruction number 1, open the Wingtip toys database and save it as Wingtip XXX, where the XX is our initials. So let's go to our backstage view, then click open. In our project data files, we're going to select Wingtip toys and then open. Enabled content, and then we're going to save this as database Wingtip toys and of course our initial. And I'm going to save this in my folder and then click save. And of course enabled content. Instruction number 2, open the inventory table. So we're going to double click the object to open the table. Now in our home tab, in the find group, click the replace button to display the find and replace box dialog box. Okay, so home tab, find and replace button. And change the following prices. Okay, next, instruction number 3, on the home tab and the find group, click the replace button to display the find and replace dialog box. Change the following prices into a new value. So we are asked to change the old value into a new value using find and replace feature. So we're going to start with your 14.99. So to do this, let's go to your home tab, find group, find button. So in find, we're going to type 14.99. Look in current document, match any part of the field, and of course, in our replace tab, replace with the new value, which is 29.99, and then just click find next. So 14.99, then click replace, 14.99 replace, 14.99 replace again, and we're going to continue clicking the replace until all 14.99 is replaced by 29.99. Okay, so all of the 14.99 is replaced with the new price. So let's proceed with your 16. So in our find what, we're going to find 16.99 and we're going to replace that with 34.99. And let's just click next. 16.99 replaced by 34.99. And we're going to continue this until all of the old value is replaced. Then just click OK. Next is we're going to find 15.99, and of course we're going to replace that with 30.99. So just click find and of course click OK. Click replace. Okay, there are no more records, so let's proceed with the next, which is 24.99, and we're going to replace that with 34.99 and find next. So 24.99 replace, and we're going to replace all the old value of this document. So there are no more records for 24.99. So what we're going to do is just click OK and click cancel. Next instruction number 4, delete the following records from the database. So ID 13, 19, and 16. So let's start with your 13. So to delete this, let's go to Home tab, Records group, then Delete button, then select Delete Record, and just click Yes. Next is 16. So select, and also we can right click and then in our menu just click Delete Record and just click Yes. And of course for 19, so select the entire record, and of course we can go to Home tab, Delete, and Delete Record, and just click Yes. Instruction number 5, edit the following records. So for instruction number 5, we are asked to edit the following records. ID number 30, change the stock number items to 3, 28 to 6, and of course ID number 6 into 4. Let's start with ID number 30, and of course in the number items in stock, let's change this into 3 and just press enter. And of course we have your ID number 28, and we're going to change this into 6 and just press enter. And of course in your ID number 6, we're going to change the in stock into 4. Okay, so next instruction. So instruction number 6, select the end stock field and create a filter to display all the records with the value less than or equal to 10 on the field. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the end stock field, and let's go to your Home tab, Sort and Filter Group, and then Filter. Next, we are going to filter this into less than or equal to. So in our custom filter, in stock is less than or equal to 10, and click OK. So we are able to see all the records of the item with the stock of 10 or less in our table. Next, instruction number 7, remove the filter. Next instruction number 7, remove filter. So to do this, let's go to our in stock, select our field, and then let's go to your Home, and then Sort and Filter Group, and next click Advance, and then select Clear All Filter. And now we are able to see records with more than 10 items on the stocks. Next, instruction number 8, close the table. So what we're going to do is right click on our inventory tab and click close. And we're going to click yes. And of course, instruction number 9, close the database. So to close the database, just press your close button. We are through with your project 3-4. Let's proceed with your project 3-5 soccer roster. As a coach for your son's soccer team, you have created a database in which to store information about the team, enter, edit, and delete records to update it. So let's get ready our access. And in our backstage view, instruction number 1, open the soccer database from the data files for this lesson. So in our backstage view, we're going to click open, locate our project 3 database files, and of course we're going to select soccer and click open. Next, click enabled content. And we're going to save this database as soccer xxx, where xxx is our initial. So let's go to file, save database as, and we're going to save this as soccer, and of course our initial. And let's put it in our folder and click save. Of course, don't forget to click enabled content. Next, instruction number 3, open the roster table. So double click the table to open the object. Next, enter the following record for a new player. So instruction number 4, enter the following records for the new player, which is Eric Parkinson, the phone number and the uniform number. And of course, we are asked also to remove the data of Russell King. Okay, so let's proceed with instruction number 4. First, we need to enter a new record for Eric Parkinson. So that is uniform number 9. Last name is Parkinson. Next, instruction number 5. One player has quit the team, Russell King. So we're going to select the record of Russell King, and we're going to replace his data with the following new player. So we are going to replace Russell King with George Zhang. So last name is Zhang. First name is George. And of course, the contact information. Next, instruction number 6. In the size field, enter extra XS for each player except for uniform number 4, 6, and 7 with the size of S. So size uniform 4 is S. Now we are through Next, instruction number 7, create an attachment field and attach the word document medical alert.docs to the record of Gareth Young. So we're going first to select the record of Gareth Young, and we're going to add an attachment field. So what we're going to do is in our database tools, we're going to go to your field tab, add and delete field. We're going to select more fields, and of course we're going to select attachment. So in our attachment field, we're going to add a new attachment for Gareth Young. So we're going to click this one, then manage attachment, and we're going to add, and of course we're going to select the medical alert document file in our database data files, and just click open and just click OK. So you see we have now one attachment for the record of Young Gareth, and it is a medical record. Instruction number 8, define the uniform field as the primary key. So what we're going to do is select our uniform field, right click, and let's go to your design view. In our design view, we're going to select the uniform field and then click primary key. So that's it. And of course we're going to save our design, so click save, and let's go back to our datasheet view. Number 9, save the database design, and of course close the database. So we are able to save the database design. So what is left to do is just click close button to close the database. We are through with your project 3-5. Let's proceed with your project 3-6 donation table. Donations are starting to come in your word group bank charity event. Track the donation commitments received. So let's launch our access. And instruction number 1, open the charity event XXX, the database that we created earlier. So let's go to our backstage view, click open. In our project data files, we're going to locate our charity event created earlier in project 3-1 and click open. Next, we're going to open the donation table, so double click to open our donation table. Create a filter to display the items in the needs field with the commitments from a company. Next, instruction number 3, create a filter to display the items in the needs field without commitments from a company. So what we're going to do is, we're going to select the committed company, and then let's go to our home tab and filter group. In our filter group, we are going to filter, okay, that it will only select, or it will display only the blank record. So we're going to select blank and click OK. So what we can see here are all the records of the needs that doesn't have a committed company to be to provide those needs. Next instruction Number 4, remove the filter. So to remove the filter, let's go to our Home tab, Sort and Filter Group, Advanced, and of course Clear Filter to display all the record. Instruction number 5, use find and replace to find each occurrence of the word company in the needs field and replace it with the word is. We're going to select our need field and let's go to Home tab and then find group, find, and we're going to, in our find what, we're going to type the word company and we're going to look in the current field and match any part of the field. In our replace, we're going to type volunteer and then click find next. So we are able first to find the first record with the word company on its name. So we're going to click replace. So you notice that the word company is replaced by the word volunteer and it find the next record with the word company. So let's click replace. Okay. So we are able to replace all the record with the word company on its name. So let's just click OK and then click cancel. Next, instruction number 6, create a relationship between the ID field in the contacts table and the committed company ID in the donation table. So to do this, let's go to your database tools and of course relationship. So we are going to display both contacts and donation. So click add contacts and of course donation table. So click add, then close. So we're going to create the relationship between these two. So we're going to right click and show direct relationship. Okay, so we're going to edit the relationship between the table. So ID okay, so we need to create a relationship between the ID field of the contacts table and of course the ID field of the committed company table. So what we're going to do is that we're going to click and drag the ID to the next one, thus creating a relationship, one-to-one relationship between the ID of the contacts and of course the donation. So what we're going to do is just click create, and now we have the relationship design of the two tables. And of course we're going to save this. So right click on the tab, then click save and then close the table. So instruction number 9, close the tables. So right click on the donation tab, then click close, then just click yes. Instruction number 10, close the data. For your project 3, we have your expected database to submit. So we have your Angels charity event, soccer, and wingtip toys. Database. We are through your project 3-6. And that's it for your project for this lesson, work with tables and database records. Thank you for your time and see you again in our next project.